The Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities is the umbrella body of and for organizations of persons with disabilities in Nigeria. It is recognized by the federal government of Nigeria and is currently under the auspices of the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development. 6 main disability groups make up the umbrella body, namely the blind, represented by the Nigerian Association of the Blind; the deaf, represented by the Nigerian National Association of the Deaf; persons with spinal cord injuries, represented by the Spinal Cord Injuries Association of Nigeria; persons with physical disabilities, represented by the National Association of Persons with Physical Disabilities; persons with intellectual disabilities, represented by the National Association of Persons with Intellectual Disabilities; and persons affected by leprosy, represented by the National Association of Persons Affected by Leprosy, or IDEA. Integration, dignity, equality, and advancement. Since its rejuvenation in July 2004, the umbrella body has been led by Mr. Danlami Basharu, a blind lawyer and human rights activist. Activism for Mr. Basharu started in his student days in England, when he joined the anti-apartheid movement and other anti-apartheid activist groups, including those who staged 24-hour sit-in at South Africa House, Trafalgar Square, London, in the 1980s. Over the last 8 years, Danlami has translated this activism into building the umbrella body of Nigerians with disabilities into a force to be reckoned with in the nation. More so as it is the nation with the largest black population of persons with disabilities in the world. Some milestones achieved include representing Nigerians with disabilities at the National Political Reform Conference in 2005, designed to map a constitutional way forward for Nigeria, where for the first time, persons with disabilities took their place to speak for themselves. Developed a new strategy for engaging disability issues by involving the local and international partners in the struggle, including such formidable USAID agencies as the International Republican Institutes, IRI, Pact and International Federation for Electoral Systems, IFES, and DFID through the Coalition for Change Program and Action Aid. JONAPWD Nigeria is now the 144th member of Disabled Peoples International, DPI 2007, and Rehabilitation International 2011. Danlami Basharu has represented persons with disabilities in several programs, both nationally and internationally, including September 1988, Conference of the International Council on English Literary Braille held in London, UK; July 1991, National Convention of the National Federation of the Blind, USA; September 2001, member of the Harmonization Committee of Bills for Legislation on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities in Nigeria; May 2008, represented Nigeria at the Leonard Cheshire Disability Conference in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia; November 2008 to February 2009, member, Technical Committee of the House of Representatives Committee examining the bill on the rights of persons with disabilities in Nigeria; 1st to 3rd September 2010, represented persons with disabilities as part of a federal government delegation to the Conference of State Parties of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities in New York, USA; Apart from being the national president of the Joint National Associations of Persons Living with Disabilities, Danlami Basharu is the founder and director of the Anglo-Nigerian Welfare Association for the Blind and was appointed into the caretaker committee for the rejuvenation of the West African Federation of the Disabled.